welcome to You Beauty. This is the podcast for your face. I'm Kelly McCarren.
And I'm Amy Clark. OG listeners might remember me. I'm filling in for the wonderful Lee today, and I am so bloody excited.
So you're going to be seeing Amy back around a lot more because she has rejoined the Mamamia and You Beauty team as lifestyle editor. I'm so excited she's back in the building. Well, technically she's in Melbourne, but we'll get to that later. I am going to get her on the formula in a couple of weeks so we can catch up properly and you can hear about what she's been doing and more importantly, what on earth she's using on her skin because would you look at that glow? But for today, we're just going to get straight into our product recommendations. Nothing's changed, my dear Amy Clark. Every single Friday, we bring a SPENDY, a SAVEY. I don't know if we've always done NEWBIES.
No, NEWBIES and Empty and Shop My Stash are new.
Well, it could be an Empty or a Shop My Stash.
Yes.
But so we talk about 4 products. Hit me up first with your SPENDY. Let's start expansive.
Okay, so
I don't know why I just did a little kick in excitement. Let's start with expansive. Woo!
All right, so my SPENDY today is, for my first one, I was like, let's not go too wild.
Damn it.
You know, well, I don't know. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, okay.
So I was like, let's just pick something that is like SPENDY compared to my SAVEY. So it's from a brand called Fwee. So the brand is called Fwee. And Kelly and I were at an event together where we came across this. And straight away, you were like, I'm not going to be bothered with this. Because
I was like, I simply could not be bothered. It looks too difficult for me.
Exactly, because it's a two-parter. We've got the actual product and then we've got the applicator. So it's the Fwee Lip and Cheek Blurring Pudding Pot in the shade Mule. So it's $26 for this, but then if you add on the very important applicator,
the Fwee applicator,
the silicone applicator, then it's we're hitting around the $35-ish mark. So, you know, not like outrageous, but more expensive than my SAVEY. So I actually heard about this product because Claire Bridget, she's a TikToker.
A fellow redhead?
She is. Not a real one, but that's fine.
Oh, Amy's like, I'm au natural.
That's it. She was like, all the cool girls are using this product. And I was like,
that's why Kelly's not using it.
Well, no, it was more like I want to be cool. What's all the fuss about? And so this is, as the name suggests, a blurry pudding pot. Do you want to have a look at the texture?
I will, to be fair. I don't want to use the weird Fwee finger, but I will dip my mitt in if you don't mind.
Of course. So the name says lip and cheek, so you can use it lip and cheek. I would not put this on my cheek because this particular... Yes.
I would.
Red.
Yeah.
I've got enough red going on here already. But I would use this just as a lip. It's essentially the most beautiful, like bitten, like it's like kind of like a bit Korean bitten blurred lip or like that French, you know, like
just
lived in really cool looking red lip. But you apply it with this silicone applicator, which I hate anything in a pot because, you know, you're touching stuff all the time. I don't want to put my dirty mitts in my lip and then
wash
like
your hands.
This. Well, duh, if I go to the toilet, but like I'm going to, you know, I can't wash my hands at every moment of the day, but you use this as the applicator. So I literally just pop it in. It's like a moussey, velvety, like it really looks like a marshmallow almost, the texture. You chuck it on here and then apply as such. You can really like sheer it out for a very effortless look or pigment it up. But yeah, I'm just obsessed and I feel really cool when I'm using this product.
It does look very pretty. Maybe I should try it.
And the packaging, like I'm obsessed with the packaging. It's basically got, it's almost like a little, what do you call them? Macaroon.
No, it looks like a little, actually, yeah, macaron.
Yeah, it looks
or
like
something
a
you'd sit
macaroon.
on, like a little puffy thing you sit on.
The bottom part has the like a frosted glass look, and then the top is kind of the color of the product inside. This particular one is like a red. It looks more berry cherry when you wear it on rather than in the pot. It looks quite like, whoa, fire engine red.
Can you swatch it on your hand for those watching on our YouTube channel?
Oh, hey guys. Absolutely.
Like that plug there.
So.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
I was not expecting that much pigment.
So that's the thing. You can build it up or you can shear it out. So you could have it be really like a gorgeous velvety satin
Like
red
full lip, yeah.
Red lip. And then with your finger, like obviously I've just now made this really messy, but see how it really like
shears out,
blurs and shears out? This is what the cool girls are wearing. This like bitten, like I've just been making out with someone.
Oh.
My lips are a bit, kissed.
I love that color. Okay, you've inspired me. I'm going to give it a try at home. Would you like a wipe?
Yeah.
Amy, I love that you were like, listen, it's my first week back in the hot seat. I'm not going to recommend anything too outrageous. I'm here with my $95 pressed powder.
Okay.
$95. Almost $100. You don't even have change for a coffee out of 100. Okay, but let me tell you why. So it's Givenchy, but that's not why, because look at how beautiful it is though. If you are listening, it is in this beautiful black little packet, pressed powder packet, and then it's got the quad prism.
What's going on with the colours there?
Okay, if you have lived on TikTok or actually mainly TikTok, I think it was last year, but Givenchy, the original loose powder, the prism quad that the TikTokers and the beauty people went wild over, they changed their formula to remove talc or something because there was a few people
a lot have done that. Like
were
a lot
worried
of
about the
doing
talc.
That, yeah.
And some people that, science people or people that can use their brain were like, listen, they're not putting enough talc in it to cause harm, but whatnot. Some beauty brands were then removing it. But then they were like, but it simply is not the same thing. And there was an uproar. People were trying to hold on to the stock that they had of the original formula. So then they did something with the loose powder. The loose powder's great, but this is new and it's been out for a few months now. And I'm not a powder girly.
Neither.
I'm not like, it's very rare that I recommend a powder. And so, of course, the one that I'm recommending is $95. But there probably is something to be said. Of course, they do beautiful formulas that are more affordable. But I personally find for my very dry, dehydrated skin that a lot of more affordable formulas are just awful on my skin. Like it just goes into the creases and crusts up and cracks and it's just disgusting. So if you also generally hate powder formulas, but sometimes you think, gosh, I really need to set my under eye and brighten it up or set any sort of area that might get a movement or a little bit oily during the day, please go and have a try, have a play with this at the shops. It comes in a bunch of shades depending on your skin tone. I'm the lightest, which is shade 1.
But what's
pastel.
The go? What's the go with the blue and green? Because for those who are listening, it's literally like there's a cube.
Yep.
And then there's like blue, green.
Well, the original formula in the loose powder was also a prism, like the 4 colors.
Like color correcting.
So it's color correcting as well as brightening. So I'm number 1, so I'm pastel, so they're very light. But so there's the lightest green, the lightest blue, the lightest purple, and then a white shade. So together they're color correcting, purples, reds. They're also really brightening. So I personally just think it is the most beautiful powder. Also, the pressed, how usually you use it for a while and then the pressed element disappears? Like it's still got a beautiful Givenchy little logo pressed into it. So
yeah, that's what you're paying for.
That's what I'm paying for.
With the 90.
For the $95. But I don't use this little thing, the little brush that comes with it.
That's just there for fun.
That's just there for fun. Some people use it. I use a little powder puff. I buy them really cheap. And then I just use the tiniest little bit to set my under eye and brighten the area up. And then I've recently learned they're called marionette lines.
Oh, yeah.
I never realized that was a thing that people were self-conscious about. And now I'm like, should I be self-conscious about my marionette lines? I never was before. But now I just set them, the middle of my chin and then the middle of my forehead, just so I don't look too oily because I love to use a lot of glow. But that it sort of mattifies or more so it just like subdues the glow without making me fully
like
matte.
diffuses it a bit more.
Exactly, diffuses it and kind of looks like I've put a Paris or slightly blurring filter over my skin. It's just beautiful. It's $95, so don't just order it. Go to your Maya, go to your Sephora and have a little bit of a play with it. but I promise you it's just stunning. And I can't imagine a person that it wouldn't work for, because of course it would work for oilier gals, but it's also spectacular for dry, dehydrated. So that's my spendy.
Thanks so much.
You're like, thanks so much for spending $95. Savey, please.
Okay, I have
Is that fat oil?
Yes,
Yes!
I've been gagging to talk about this. I talk about it all the time. I've also even I came up to Sydney for a week when I first got back to Mamamia, and I had it on my desk. And literally the next day, 2 more people came in and were like, "I went and bought this yesterday because I saw it on your desk." So it's the NYX the Fat Oil Lip Drip in the shade Newsfeed, and I'm modeling it for you today. It's actually you can tell by my lip products, I stay in a pretty similar family, like a cherry red, like a reddy pink, for my natural lip color, which is essentially white.
Pink. Oh.
No, my lips, if I didn't have any lip on, it's where are my lips? They're translucent. So I always need a tinted lip when I leave the house. This one, I'm just obsessed with the shade. It's just, I put it on and I feel so hot. You know, when you just put something on, it's glossy, it's the doe
oily
foot,
but not sticky.
It's not sticky, but it's substantial. So it's not like you put it on and it's gone after 2 seconds. And I also find it leaves a really nice stain behind, which is good when you don't have time to touch up. So, between meetings, I'm not going to have to worry that someone's going to look at me and be like, she doesn't have any lips. So the doe
Where
foot.
did her lips go?
Exactly. I love the doe foot as well. I think it's the perfect size. It's not too big. Some now are just ridiculously big, I find. This one, it's enough to swipey, get it on the lips. I also really like the scent of the product. Oh, I just literally put my schnoz in it.
Don't worry, it's not red. You're not Rudolph.
I love the scent. It's kind of just that fruity scent. My one qualm, and I don't know have you used this product before?
Yes, I've got a mini version in the same shade, I'm pretty sure, that I take with me away for the weekend, because you can also, I use it on my cheeks as well.
Do you?
Yeah, but if I was doing
you're
if
going
I'm
on
holidays, have that glossy look on my cheek.
Nice.
But I'm not going to recommend everyone try that.
So the thing about this is, because I've repurchased this a few times, is it can get a bit messy. After a few weeks of using it, I find, when you're twisting the lid shut on a lip product and there's a little excess around the edge, I'm just
is that the product's fault though, or are you being messy with it?
It's not me.
Well,
it's because the more you use it, the more product gathers on the, whatever you call this, the lip.
And because it's a thicker texture.
Yeah, and then when you close the lid, it just starts to get a little bit messy.
Could you use a wipe?
You absolutely could. And my other tip is if this is my lip for the day and I have it on my desk and I actually don't fully shut it.
Oh.
Right? So I just kind of leave it on my desk like this, which is with the lid off, just like this. So then I'm reapply, whatever. Then I'm only actually shutting it before I put it in my bag. Wipe, good to go. But yeah, I just always get complimented on this specific shade. I cannot recommend it enough. I'm obsessed. And I didn't even say what the price was. $19.99 full price, but
it's NYX. You're
going to get it, $16.99 currently, but you'll even find it cheaper. They just do such good lip products. And I am a sucker for a lip product.
My savey is usually, for my saveys, I try to keep it under $30, but my savey today is $34. So I do apologize, but I think that this is going to be the product that 70% of UBs listening are going to want this product for spring, summer as we enter it. I just want to cover myself in this product before I go on a boat and have my limbs looking like buttery silky goodness. It is the Made by Mitchell Body Gel Highlighter. So you can buy Made by Mitchell online or at your local Atomica.
Yes.
So that's where Amy and I you mentioned at the top of the episode that we were playing a couple of weeks ago together with products. So I also picked this up there. But I have purchased a couple of things from Made by Mitchell online before as well. This is the Shine Slime. When I tried this product, I was like, I simply do not know what color I want because I want all of them. They are that good. It is a body gel highlighter in shade Amber Sunshine. I chose the Amber Sunshine because it kind of gives me a little bit of color as well. For the life of me, I can't get the pump to work.
Oh.
So,
Kelly, is that the packaging's fault or is it your fault?
I actually don't know. It could be my fault. It could be the packaging. I don't know.
Maybe.
But what I've been doing is I haven't been using it that much at the moment because I haven't been getting my body out that much
but
yet.
it's coming. Those legs are going to be out, baby.
I got my veins removed. In preparation. I'm still very bruised. When you see me next time, Amy, I will not be wearing pants.
Bang.
And I will be just covered with this, my Shine Slime. I'm going to mix it with my moisturizer pretty much every time I get any of my body out this summer. It is $34, but it's ginormous. It's 100 mils and a little bit is going to go a long way.
Now, that texture, because you said slime. When I read this in the thing, I was like, slime immediately. I'm thinking Nickelodeon. Like, I just don't know. And then I've just seen, for people listening, like Kelly's just opened it and pulled it out. And it literally, there was like it's got body to it. Like,
it does
some
look
slime.
a little bit slimy, but it's not sticky at all. Would you look at that glow?
Ooh.
I've never seen such an impactful, iridescent, pigmented.
It's hitting the light so gorgeously.
And it looks a little bit slimy, which is why I wouldn't just put like that. Okay, I'm really not selling it that
you're selling it to me.
I want you to picture me mixing this with a body product, like a body lotion, all over my legs, all over my AI boobies, all over my arms. I will be, watch out.
Yeah.
Because hot girl summer, here Kelly is coming, all slimy and so glowy. I need people to go, if you're listening to this, you need to go look at YouTube and have a look at how it's looking on it is just spectacular.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to shear it out a little bit more so it doesn't look so intense.
The shade looks really nice because, for example, like I am super fair and I'm not a tanner. So
but
I get
this gives a touch of colour.
Yeah, and some are very muddy.
Exactly. I'd say this is very neutral toned. It's not cool. It's not warm. It's very neutral. So it's going to work for everyone.
Yeah, love that.
If I mixed it in with my body moisturizer, you don't have to, but like that's pretty intense.
Okay.
I think the most beautiful product, everyone needs this for the upcoming warm season.
So this is literally hot off the beauty press. We're talking about Go-To's new primers.
Didn't that only come out this week?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Hence why I said it's hot off the press.
Literally hot off the press.
So these came out, I want to say literally 2 days ago. There are two. And
I'm so excited.
Yeah, it is so exciting. And I know that like all of us, we love a Go-To product launch. Like it's very exciting. And the thing that I also really like about the Go-To launches, and actually a lot more brands are doing this, where they're launching like an option for this skin type and an option for this skin type. They did it with the toners. You know how they launched the 3 toners and it was like sensitive skin, oily skin,
dry skin.
So we're doing the same with the primers because, as we all know, one primer for an oily skin is not a dry girl's primer. So the products are, we've got the very glowy primer, which would be a Kelly McCarren, and then we've got a very mattifying primer, which would be a Lee Campbell.
Yep. Don't care about the matte. Please chuck me the glow so I can.
It's pretty heavy.
So I can give it
Are
a
you
try.
ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a netballer, Amy.
Okay.
Chuck.
You're like,
If I'd missed it, I would have been very embarrassed. Yeah. Oh, it feels girthy and weighty. That is luxe.
Oh, I hate when you say that word. Okay, so it's they're $48. They are how many mils? 30 mils. The packaging, yeah. So I'm actually wearing the very glowy under my makeup today. It has it's a very surprisingly, so what you've just recommended, even though they look very different in the packaging, it's kind of like
they're actually kind of similar. It looks very similar to what I put. It's more peachy and light toned and not as intense, but it's very similar to the slime that I just put on my skin. It's
stunning.
one of the most beautiful primers I've tried in quite a while, and I really, really want it. I know it's yours. I won't take it, but wow, that's stunning. I don't want the matte.
The matte one. So I am so dry that there's no way I'm putting anything matte on my face. But in terms of the texture, so they've been kind of formulated, skincare first. Like it's meant to play really nicely with your skincare and then also enhance your makeup. So like I've put on this matte one, but it's almost like it's filled in. Like it's one of those more like blurring.
Spacular filling things.
Just like it kind of reminds it, but not silicone-y.
Yeah.
You know how like, for example, Benefit and Makeup Forever have amazing primers for oily skin, but they're really like they have that silicone base, which is gorgeous, but this one is more like a skincare finish.
Okay.
So I've put it on my hand, but see how it still reflects light. Like it's just not it's not like the shimmer, like the real iridescence that the glowy one has.
Which is great. So our oily queens have got a good option.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness, Amy. Okay. That is such a good newbie. I'm so excited by that. Well done, Zoe and Go-To.
What's yours?
My newbie is so cool. So there are these things called hair shots. Also got them from Atomica, but you can also pick them up online. They're $44 each, or you can buy packs with a couple of options in them depending on what your hair type is. And the concept is so cool. So you go like that. So you just twist the bottom and then it comes up and it almost looks like a serum.
Yes.
Really?
It does.
But the packaging, it's very ergonomical, very cool. And then you would just use your desired amount and you would put it into your conditioner when you're washing your hair. Because you know how everyone has their shampoo and conditioner in their shower that they use and that they love. Whether that's your Pantene, your Garnier, your Oribe, it could be as affordable as they come, or is that not how you pronounce it? Oh.
Anyways, as you were.
It could be, my point is that whether or not you buy supermarket or really high-end hair products, sometimes you are really happy with it and you don't really want to introduce a mask.
Exactly.
Or then you're like, oh, for goodness sake, then I'm going to run out of my shampoo. I'm going to have too much conditioner.
And also the average person doesn't have a wardrobe of like 7 different shampoos and conditioners that they sub in like we might.
That they're going to use depending on what their hair needs.
Yes.
But imagine your hair needs a couple of things throughout the year.
Always.
So whether or not that is keratin, as the example I've bought in, so bond repairing for really damaged hair, or toning, or just something super nourishing. You buy your little pack of hair shots. So as I said, $44 each, or you can get discounted when you purchase a few. And then you would just put kind of like, I guess, a 20-cent piece amount in with your conditioner, maybe not even that much, maybe 10-cent piece. And it's just going to treat your hair in that targeted way, but you're just washing your hair as per normal.
Yeah. I literally used that product last night and I was really annoyed at you when you put it in the document because it's just like, I love it. And hair shots, like the concept's not new. Like but I think
I haven't heard of it.
Really? Well, I think because I've been at a retailer,
which we will discuss in our upcoming formula ep. You probably have seen a lot more of
these like niche subcategories that have been coming through. But I will say that there haven't been many brands that have done it as well. In terms of like the formulas might have been great, but like the packaging was a bit naff, or like just the concept where I feel like this brand's done a great job of packaging it up. Like
I don't want
really
to have to
easy.
open a clicky thing at the bottom and then squeeze.
Yeah, and it's
anything.
easy to understand. Like it's like I open it and it's like doing a shot, but for my hair.
I love it so much. So well done and have a look. Okay, finally, do you have an empty or a shop my stash?
I really wanted to work with you, Kelly, because, you're the regular here. So I wanted to work with you because you're the regular. So I've picked the opposite of what you put in.
Oh, so you've got to shop my stash.
Correct. My shop my stash. I'm like, I could tear up, with fragrances.
Yes.
How you just have like
nostalgia.
a fragrance that's attached to a special moment. So I brought my wedding fragrance because I got married, guys.
Since she's been gone, she has been wed.
Been gone. I got married, and the fragrance. So I actually brought this with me to Sydney because I was like, I want to feel I want to feel really good in the office. You know, you're coming in its environment that you're not often in. You're like seeing people that you don't always see. And I was like, I want to feel my best. And like I feel my best when I wear this fragrance. So it's the Ellis Brooklyn Sci-Fi EDP. So it's the Eau de Parfum. So it's that stronger, more concentrated fragrance. And yeah, it's $201 for 50 mils. So it's not the most affordable. But actually, when I first found out about this was when I was last working at Mamamia, and I picked up the travel size. I love that this brand does a nice, decent discovery size. It's a 10 mil for $50. And I'm always going to be able to chuck that in my handbag and like really get a sense of the fragrance before investing in the full size. But for those listening, it's blue. I just love how like
it looks very sci-fi. It's
Yeah.
funny that not sci-fi, but it looks like alien-y.
Extraterrestrial.
Yeah, can I have a sniff, please?
You absolutely
Don't worry, I'm
may.
not going to spray it.
No.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
Yeah. So basically this brand
Oh,
This brand is in Mecca. They've really like branched out from just perfumes to, you know, hair mist, body mist, like all these fragrance brands. And now it's like the category is expanding. But their whole thing when they launched was like vanilla, but not as you know it. So
yeah,
like
that's not vanilla.
it literally is a vanilla-based fragrance, but
it?
you wouldn't know it from first spritzing it. So the notes are vanilla bean, citrus florals, like bergamot, bitter orange, green tea, freesia, and then at the bottom,
Tick, tick, tick.
yes, and then at the bottom we've got your cashmere woods and the vanilla. So it's like you get that the top note is like light, airy, like I'm an air sign, I'm a Gemini, like it makes me feel uplifted and really like positive, but then it's not too immature. Do you know what I mean? I just love it so much. And I've been, you know, I shopped my stash for my trip here so I could feel my best.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Well, my empty is an Australian lady startup, which we love. I spoke about the skin oil, which was her first product that she launched a couple of months ago. So Carly Sophia, you might remember her from the UB days.
Yes, absolutely.
Amazing writer. So she released a brand or started a brand called Aeon. Why am I so bad at pronouncing words sometimes?
Is it Aeon?
Aeon.
I actually don't know. So let's run with Aeon.
So this is actually the sample size. So this isn't what you would receive, but I was lucky enough. She asked me if she could send me the cleansing oil to trial a couple of like months ago now before she'd finished formulating it, like finishing it off. And I was like, absolutely you can. So apparently this isn't even the last version of the formula. She took something out or added something in. But this was spectacular enough, I thought, that I finished the entire thing. The full size is 200 mils, so that is astronomically bigger than that because it's $79. But she says that she made this really beautiful luxe cleansing oil because it's not generally a task that you enjoy doing, cleansing your face. And I thought that was so interesting and so true. So if you make it a beautiful sensorial like luxe experience, people are going to do it properly and enjoy it more.
Yeah, it's like when you're like you get to the sink or before the shower and
You
it's
go,
like
"Ugh."
it's the fork in the road where you go, okay, is this like just a micellar slap kind of night, or no, I should do it. It feels nice. Just do it.
I was really impressed with it because a lot of oil or balms, it's my favorite way to do an initial cleanse.
Oh, me too.
But I generally will always have to do a second cleanse and potentially even a third if I'm wearing a lot of makeup. I don't know what sort of wizardry she put in this, but it got lashes off, all of my makeup, like around my eyes without irritating it, and all of the makeup.
That's so important with oil and balm cleansers.
Because they sting a lot of the time.
Yeah, and
so
sometimes it leaves your vision blurry. You're like,
yes!
What?
Which sounds ridiculous, but it's because you've actually got like a bit of the oil
in your
eye,
eye,
and it's blurry and then really stingy.
Yeah.
So this isn't what it actually looks like, but I bought in my empty, which was the sample. It is so good. So if you're wondering about her second product, well, it's got the Kelly?
The Telly Kel.
The Kelly tick of approval because it takes absolutely everything off and it feels beautiful, smells beautiful, makes my skin look beautiful. So that's it. And on that note, we are done. But the delightful Amy Clark will be back in your ears and eyes next Friday with another episode of SPENDY SAVEY.
Woohoo!